Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Jets are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Cowboys, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw here. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey,
and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, the 40. He's at the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, that's Crawford, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
here's one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive lineman.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. It's way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Stone. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 53 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Let's go! 3-19!
Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-3 the score. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here come the Cowboys. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's their third trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. You're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend there?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reyes. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stone. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Crawford. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that pace. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Broken tackle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10. Here's the throw is hurried and picked off. Jets take it back all the way for the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10. Braves got to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Now 1st and 10. Wagner's got to take down the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Later on the drive, Braves got to get the quarterback here. This will go as a loss of 10. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reyes. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken inside his own 40. It's a 41-yard punt with just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reyes. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reyes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't it?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Clean up.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Here we go, Detroit! Detroit!
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big gain of 39 on third. Fresh set of downs here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that'll set them back 5. They go play action here on first down. And some room to work. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop to throw. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That one good for 7 that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here we go, first and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Stone. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a third down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. New York set to take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.